Hello and welcome to Waec TV. Today on Waec TV, we are taking past questions as far as BECE is concerned. We are doing 2010 Maths today. So I want you to sit tight and also let's concentrate on what we are doing because I'll take my time to explain the questions. We will be doing all the years, year round, from 2010, 2011, 2012 to 2021 and waiting for 2022. So I want you to just relax and pay attention and let's get straight into it. Now, for 2010, this was the first question, number one. And the question one says that the first question was a factorization question, which says m plus n. Let me write the question. So we have m plus n in one bracket, then we have another bracket 2x minus y, 2x minus y, and also we have minus x, and also have m plus n. So this was 1a, 2010 1a. Now we are asked to factorize this question. Now, when we are factorizing this question, what we have to do first is to open the bracket. We have to open the bracket. If the bracket is there, we can't factorize. Okay, so we have to open the bracket first. So we will open the bracket. So all the term in the first bracket will multiply by all the term in the second bracket, and this one too, so that we can clear the fractions. We can clear the bracket, and after that, some will be common that we can subtract. Then after that, we will know the four terms left. Then we factorize from there. So let's go. So m times this will give us 2mx. Then m times y will give you minus my. Then n times this will also give us plus 2nx. Then n times this minus y will also give you minus ny. That is for this side. Now we come to this side. So minus x times m will give you minus mx, and minus x times n will also give us minus nx. Now we can see clearly that some are common, right? So you can see that this is nx and this is also nx, and we can also see that this is mx and this is also what? Mx. So we can subtract because this side is minus, this side is plus. So we will have 2mx minus mx plus 2nx minus nx. Then we have our minus my minus ny. So from there, what do? We have to subtract. Now 2mx minus mx will give us just mx. Then we bring our plus. Then 2nx minus ns will also give us what? Nx. Then I will continue with y minus my minus ny. So now these four terms we can factorize the first two and the last two, right? The first two, what is common? X is common, so we can bring x out. Then we're left with what? M minus n in one bracket. And this one, what is common? Y. So we bring minus. Sorry, this is plus. We bring minus y out. Then we're left with what? M plus n. So in the first bracket, we are going to get x minus y in one bracket and also m plus n in one bracket. So that will be our final answer. So that is the 1a for 2010 BECE. Now let's get to the 1b. Now our 1b says that a and b are subsets of a universal set. The union is 1 to 18, numbers from 1 to 18, such that our a equals even numbers and our b is multiples of 3. They are asked to list the elements of set A, set B, set A intersection B, set A union B, and also set A union B complement. Then we are also to illustrate the information on a Venn diagram. So let's take it one after the other. Now we are asked to I. So we are doing the I, right? So I. We are listing the members of A. Then and the A is what? Even numbers. Now, because the universal ends as 18, our even numbers should not exceed 18. You understand? Because because the universal is ends at 18, our even number shouldn't, though we have even numbers more than 20, right? But because of the universal, our even number shouldn't exceed what? 18. So let's write our even numbers. So we will have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18 itself. That will be our even numbers. Now we are also asked to list the members of B. That is the multiples of 3, right? Let's confirm that. So B is multiples of 3, right? So we are still doing the I. We are done with this one. We are going to this one, the B. So they said multiples of what? 3. So now let's list our multiples of 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 15, and 18 itself. It will not exceed 18 because the universal, because the universal is from 1, 2, 3 up to 18. It doesn't exceed 18, right? Good. Now we are told to list members of A intersection B. It means that the members in A the same time in B. So we are going to look for A intersection B. And our A intersection B, we can see clearly that we have 6 here, and we have 6 here as well, and we have 18 here, and we have 18 here as well. So that will be our A intersection B. So we have 6 and we have 18. I hope it's clear. Good. Now we are also to list A union B. A union B. So our A union B. A union B. What does it mean? We have to arrange them. We have to arrange all the numbers according from the smallest to the highest, right? So we will start from 2, 3, 4. We have 6. We have 8. We have 9. We have 10. We have 12. We have 14. We have 15. We have 16. And we have 18. Now, what are we arranging? We are arranging A and B to form what? A union B. We are arranging A and B to form A union B. I hope it's clear. Good. Now, our last listing of numbers is that we should also list A union B complement. Now, so A union B complement. A union B complement. Now it means that we should take this A union B and compare it to the universal. The ones that are not there, no? Those are the numbers that we will list. Now we can see that from the A union B, we don't have 1, but 1 is in the universal, so 1 will be the A union. One is part. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4. We don't have 5, so 5 will be part. 6 is here, so 7. 8 is here, 9 is here, 10 is here. We don't have 11 there, so 11 will be part. 12, so 13, 14, 15, 16, so 17. So these are the A union B complement. These are the A union B complement. Now, what are we supposed to do again? Now, the II says that we should illustrate the information on the Venn diagram. So we are about to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate this information. So with a Venn diagram, I will not use my free hand. I will just use this as my Venn diagram. I wouldn't use my free hand because it's not advisable. When you are doing it in the exam hall, please try your best and use a compass. Okay. So we have our Venn diagram. Now we are about to list them in the Venn diagram. So now this is what we will do. Now one side will be A and the other side will be what? B. Now our universal will come here. So we will have 1, 2, 3 up to 18. That's our universal. So the members of B. Now let's list the members of A and B. So A and B is 6 and 18. So I write my 6 here and I write my 18 here. Now the members of A, we have 2. We have 4. We already have 6 here, so we'll write it again. So we have 8, we have 10, we have 12, we have 14, we have 16, we have 18 already. So let me try and do something here. No, it won't work. Okay, so this circle, it has all the members of A. You understand? Now the B also will come. We have 3, and we have 6 is here already. So we have 9, we have 15, and we have 18 here already. So the second circle, this circle, it is made up of B, right? So now our A union B complement. If we want, so it means that all the numbers in the circle makes up the what? All the members in the two circles make up the A union B. Is it clear? And also the A union B complement will not be, because those numbers are not in the circle, right? So they will be outside the circle. So it will be written here 1, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 17. So all the numbers in the box put together gives you the universal. So this is all for question 1B as far as BECE 2010 is concerned. Now let's take the last part of it. I hope you are following. Alright, so the C part of question 1 2010 says that it's a vector question. 5 3 plus 2 vector xy equals 1 minus another vector 1 minus 7 equals 0. So we are asked to find the value of x and also that of y. So let's get straight into it. So we have 5 3, then we have plus 2 xy minus 1 minus 7 equal to 0. Yes, equal to 0. So now we are told to find x and y. Now it's very, very simple. Now what we have to do first is we have to make use of this. We have to make the use of these two in affecting this x and y. So that's the first step to do. So we are going to get 5 3 plus, now 2 times x gives you what? 2x. Now 2 times y also gives you what? 2y. Then we close the bracket, minus 1 minus 7 being equal to what? 0. Now after we have this, what do we have to do? We will equate the top and also equate the down to get the x and y. What do I mean by that? Now the first one will be 5 plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Then the second one will also be 3 plus 2y minus 7 equals 0. You see, we pick this and that and the 0 for the first one, and we pick the down one too for the second one. So now let's do the first one. So with the first one, we are going to get, we are finding x. So all the numbers will move to the other side. So we are going to get 2x being equal to, this one crossing will be minus 5, and this one crossing will be plus 1. So we are going to get 2x being equal to minus 4. So we divide both sides by 2. And I'm going to get x being equal to minus 2 as our final answer. Now, when we come to this side, finding y, we are going to get 3 plus 2y. Now, the minus here will change to plus 7, being equal to 0, right? Now, we are finding 2y, so we have to send the other numbers to the other side with the equal to sign. So we're going to get 2y being equal to, when 3 crosses, you're going to get minus 3. When the 7 crosses, you're going to get minus 7. So we are going to get 2y being equal to minus 10. Now, we divide both sides by 2. Then we are going to get y being equal to minus 5. So that we are done with question 1. Now let's move straight to question 2 for 2010 BEC. Okay, so now for question 2 for 2010, we have find the sum of 2,483.65 plus 701.532 plus 102.7, giving your number in one decimal place. And also the B part, we have a quadrilateral, a four-sided figure, and we are supposed to find the area and the perimeter of this very diagram. It's very simple. It is way simple. Now let's get straight into it. Let's take the A first. Okay, so we have the question here. Now, before we solve this question, we have to write it vertically. So we will write the first one first. That's 2483.65. Okay. Then the second one will come. The second one has 3 digits, so it will start from here. 701.532, and the third one also 102.7. So what will be our answer? Now our answer will start from here. This 2 will come first. Now 5 plus 3 gives me 8. 6 plus 5 plus 7 will give us 18. So it's 18, 1, and 8. We can write all the 18. So we write only 8. Then our dot will come. Remember, we have 1 left. So the 1 will be added to the 3, making 4. Plus 1, making 5. Plus 2, making 7. Then our 7 will come here. Now we move here. 8 plus 0 will give me 8. 7 plus 4 gives me 11. Plus 1 gives me 12. So 2. Then the 1 will be added here, making 3. So we are getting 328.7.882. So we have to leave our answer in 1 decimal place. Now, when we talk about decimal place, because this second 8 here is 8, is more than 5, we will add the 1 to this one, making 9, right? So we are going to get 3287.9 as our final answer for 2A. Now this is the 2B for 2010. Now this is the diagram. We are to find perimeter and area of this very diagram. Now this is a quadrilateral, but aside the quadrilateral, it is a different shape, and that is a triangle. So we have 2 triangles joined together. And what type of triangle are we talking about? We have 2 right angle triangles joined together. Now we can see that ABC. We can see that ABC is a triangle, and also we can see that DAC is another triangle. Now, when we have a right angle triangle, right? When we have a right angle triangle drawn like this, where the 90 degree is facing, that side is the hypotenuse. Okay, where the 90 degrees is facing, that side becomes the hypotenuse. So for triangle ABC, the hypotenuse is here, okay, and angle ADC, this is also what? The hypotenuse. It's very, very important that we locate the hypotenuse, okay, so that we know what we are doing. Now, we are using Pythagoras theorem to find the rest of the sizes. After that, we use the formula to find area, to find the area. So let's get straight into it. Now, we will consider triangle ABC, okay? Let's consider triangle ABC. Now, triangle ABC is like this, and this side is 3 centimeters, and this side is 4 centimeters, and this is A, B, and C. Don't mind my drawing, huh? Okay, so from here, we are looking for the longer side. Now, we know the formula. The formula is hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. But this time, since we know that AC is the formula, we are not using the HOA. We are using the name of the line. So we are going to get line AC square, being, that's the hypotenuse, being equal to line AB square plus line BC square. So we are going to get line AC square being equals, now BC is 3, so 3 square plus, sorry, AB is 3, so 3 square plus BC, that is 4, so giving us 4 square. So we are going to get AC square being equal to 9 plus 16. So line AB AC square will give us 25. Now I'm finding line AC, not line AC square, right? So what do I do? I square root both sides. So I square root this side and I square root this side. So this square and this square will go away. So we are going to get line AC being equal to square root of 25. That is also giving us 5. That is 5 centimeters. So it means that this side is 5 centimeters. I hope it's clear. So that is for the first one. We've gotten that side. That's 5 centimeters. Now, if we don't get that side, we can't find the other side of the triangle. So though it is not the main thing we are doing, but we need to find it. Okay, good. Now let's consider triangle ADC. So triangle ADC is also drawn something like this, with this side as the 90 degrees. So we make this side the hypotenuse. So we have A, C, and D. And we know here to be 12 centimeters. And now we know here, that's the AC, the one that we just found. That is 5 centimeters. We are looking for the hypotenuse side, okay? So now, how is it going to be done? So we know the formula again. We are using the same formula. We are going to get line AD square being equal to line AC square plus line DC square. Then we are going to get line AD square being equal to, now AC is what, 5. So that's 5 square plus DC is 12. So that is 12 square. So we are going to get line AD square being equal to 25 plus 144, right? So we are going to get line AD square being equal to 169. So we square root both sides to clear the square on the AD. So we are going to get line AD being equal to, now square root of 169 is 13. So 13 centimeters. So we have found all the sizes. So this side is also 13 centimeters and this side is 5 centimeters. Now we can, from there I'll be clearing the screen. So if you are copying, please copy fast. Now from there what we have to do, we can find the perimeter now, because now we know all the sizes, right? So let's find the perimeter. Now to find the perimeter, what do we have to do? We have to add all the, now to find the perimeter, what do we have to do? We have to add all the sizes, all the fence, right? So let's add the perimeter and see. So the perimeter will be AD plus CB plus AB plus DA. That will be the perimeter. Now AD from the diagram is 13. So 13 plus, now BC, B and C is 4. So plus 4 plus AB is 3 again plus DC. This should be DC. DC is also what? 12. So when we add this and this gives me 15, this and this gives me 17. Okay, so I'm going to get 17 plus 15, and that is giving us 32 centimeters. That is for the perimeter. So perimeter equals to 32 centimeters. Now let's come back to the area. Now the area, we know the formula for area, right? I hope you do. So the formula for area is triangle Z will be equal to half base times height. So we are going to get area Z will be for triangle Z is going to give us 1/2. The base for the triangle Z is 3. So 3 times height. The height is 4. So we're going to get this. So we're going to get, so triangle Z or area Z is going to give us 12/6. That is going to, 12/2. That is going to give us 6 centimeter square. That's for the first one. Now let's come to area A. Area A, the same formula, half base times height. So you are going to get 1 over 2. Now the base for this triangle, this one is 5. So 5 times, and the height is 12. So you are going to get 5 times 12 is 60. You are going to get 60 divided by 2, and that will give us 30 centimeter square. Now the question was to find the area of both, not one, the area of both. So total area, let me write here. So total area will be area Z plus area A, and that's going to give us 6 plus 30. That is going to give us 36 centimeter square for this question. That is all. You see it will be plenty, but when you take a pen and paper and you start writing down, you see that everything will be very simple for you. Now let's move to question 3. So now question 3A for 2010 BECE. This is the question, a standard form question. We have to leave this in a standard form. Now, this question is so simple that I want you to just relax and let's take it one after the other. Now, you see we have 2 raised to the power 7 times, 3 raised to the power 4 times, 5 raised to the power 3. All on 2 raised to the power 3 times, 3 raised to the power 2 times, 5 raised to the power 2. You can see that it's like it's arranged. There is 2 here, there is 2 here as well. There is 3 here, there is 3 down. There is 5 here, there is 5 here. So we can split it. We are not doing anything, we are just splitting them like this here. So we are going to get 2 raised to the power 7 over 2 raised to the power 3. Then I bring the times. 3 raised to the power 4 over 3 raised to the power 2. Another times 5 raised to the power 3 over 5 raised to the power 2. Right? Now from the, what do we do? When indices, when we are dividing, we subtract the powers, right? So 2 raised to the power 7 and 2 raised to the power 3. We can subtract the powers. So we are going to get 2 raised to the power 4 when we subtract the powers times this one to 3 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 raised to the power 2. We are going to get 3 raised to the power 2. Another times 5 raised to the power 3 divided by 5 raised to the power 2. We are going to get 5 raised to the power 1. Now from there, now 2 raised to the power 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we are going to get 16 times 3 raised to the power 2, also giving us 9 times 5 itself. So we are getting 16 times 9 times what? Times 5. Now when we multiply 16 times 9 times 5, we are getting 720. Now this is not the final answer. They said in a standard form, it means that the number should not be more than 10, right? So we will move it from here 1, 2. So we are going to get 7.20 times 10 raised to the power 2. Okay, this will be our final answer for question 3A. For question 3A. Now, so the B part says that Kwame rode a bicycle. Kwame rode a bicycle for a distance of x kilometers and walked for another 1.5 hours at a rate of 6 kilometers per hour. If Kwame covered a total distance of 10 kilometers, find the distance distance x he covered by the bicycle. Now this question, when you read it about 40, you think that the question is even not complete, but it is a complete and a very simple question. So let's dive straight into it. Now, for a question like this, we need certain things. Okay, we need certain things. So bicycles distance we don't know, right? Bicycle distance is x kilometers, right? Then he said he walked half an hour on 6 kilometers per hour. So walked. So Kwame walked half an hour for 6 kilometers per hour. So if we have it to be 1/2 multiplying 6 kilometers by 6, that will give you 3 kilometers. So it means that Kwame walking was 3 kilometers, and we were also given the total kilometers Kwame walked. That is what? 10 kilometers. So from there, what do we do? Now, we know that he walked 3 kilometers, right? Then the bicycle own, we don't know. But we know the total. So it means that if we add the bicycle distance to the walking distance, we have to get the total. Is it clear? So bicycle distance plus walking distance should give us the what? Total distance. And the bicycle distance is x, we don't know. But the walking distance we know to be what? 3 kilometers. That should also give us what? 10 kilometers. Now let's find x. So x will be equal to 10 kilometers minus 3 kilometers. So Kwame rode the bicycle for 7 kilometers. That is all. That is so simple. That is all. We can't do anything again. That is all. Now let's go to the B. Sorry, let's go to the C. The C rather. So the C part, we have a rectangular tank of length 12 centimeters, 22 centimeter, width 9 centimeter, and height 16 centimeter is filled with water. The water is poured into a cylindrical container of radius 6 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the tank and also the depth of the water in the cylindrical container. So the first thing to do is to calculate the volume of the tank, but we have to put a sketch to it. That's the rectangular one. So let's look at the rectangular one. We have the length to be 22, and we have the width to be 19, or is it 9? Got 9. Then the height is 16. We have height to be what? 16. So now let's draw this diagram first. So the diagram will look like this. So the diagram will look like this, and they are saying that the length is 22 centimeters. So the length will be 22 centimeters, the height is 16 centimeters, and the width is 19 centimeters. So this is the diagram. This is what the water is poured in. That's the rectangular. That's a rectangular box. Let's use this for that one. So from there we can find the volume of this very tank. Okay. Now how do we find the volume? The volume is length times width times height. So we are going to get the volume of 22 times 19 times what? 16. So our volume will be equal to 6 8 centimeter something. Now square is for area is centimeter square. So for volume is centimeter what? Cube. You get it? So that will be the volume of the water. But now they are saying that they pour this one to a cylindrical container. Okay, and we have to look at that one too. Now we are saying that this was put in a let me use this as my cylinder, and they are saying that this, we pour the water into this cylinder. So let's say the water level is here in the cylinder, so from here to here, right? That will be our D, and we are saying that the radius of this very cylinder is what? 6. Okay, so now we have to find the depth of the water. Now we know that the water here and the water here will be the same. It wouldn't change, right? So we know that the volume for the cuboid, the volume for the cuboid is what? 6,600 and what? 88, right? It should be equal to the volume of what? Cylinder. That would be pi r square d. Okay, pi r square d. So what are you going to get? So we are going to get 6688 being equal to pi r square d. The pi is what? 22/7 times radius 6 square times d. Now this one we can find d, right? We can find d. How do we find d? We simplify this one, 22/7 times 6, then we divide it by this one, right? So now 6 square is 36, right? So 36 times 22 will give us 792. So we are going to get 6688 being equal to 792 on 7d. But we are looking for d, right? So we will divide this one. We have to divide this one. So 792 divided by 7 will give us 6688 being equal to 113.14 d. So now we can divide. So we're going to get 6688 divided by 113.14 being equal to d. So our d will be equal to 59.11 centimeters. So that is the depth. That is the depth of the water that was poured from the keyboard to the cylinder. I hope it is clear. Okay, so let's move to the next number. That's question 4. Okay, so for question 4, we have a fraction. 7 whole number 2/3 minus 4 whole number 5/6 plus 2 whole number 3/8. Now this is in mixed fraction, so we have to convert them to improper fraction. So we are converting. So if we convert 7 whole number 2/3 to improper fractions, we are going to get 23/3 minus, and this one will also be 29/6, and this one will also be going to be 19/8. So from there, what do we have to do? We have to find the LCM. So the LCM for this 3 gives us 24. The LCM for 3, 6, and 8 gives us 24. Our minus sign will come here. Our addition sign will come here. Now, 8 goes into 24 3 times 19 will give us 57. Now 6 going to 24 4 times 29 will give us 116. Now 3 goes into 24 8 times. 8 times 3 will give us 184. Then from there, what do we have to do? We have to add and subtract, and we are going to get 125/24. Now 125/24, we can convert it back to mixed fraction, and that will give us 5 whole number 5/24. So this is the final answer for the first one. The reason why we are converting back to mixed fraction is because the question itself was in mixed fraction. We converted it. So after you've gotten the answer here, we have to convert it back to the mixed fraction. So that is for A. Now let's move ahead for B. Now the B part of question 4, 2010 BECE says that the area of a trapezium is 31.5 centimeter square. If the parallel size of the length is 7.3 centimeters and 5.3 centimeters, calculate the perpendicular distance between them. Calculate the perpendicular distance between them. So we have to draw the diagram. So after we finish drawing the diagram, then we label the part that was given. Then from there, we take it from there. We calculate the perpendicular distance between the two. So let's get straight into it. So let's draw first. So the perpendicular, so one line goes here like this, and another line also comes here like this. Then we have a line joining here to here, another one also joining this side to this side. Now this side from here to here will become the height, right? So now this side will be the 7.3 centimeters, and this side will be 5.3 centimeters, and the area this side, the area is 31.5 centimeters, and this length here becomes the height, right? So now from there, what do? We are finding the height, okay? We are finding the height. So what do we have to do? We have to code the formula for the area of a trapezium. Then we fix in the values that we have. Then we will know what we are looking for. So the formula to find a trapezium, that's the area, is half and the sum of parallel lines times h, right? So we are going to get A, that's area being equal to 1 over 2 bracket 7.3 plus 5.3 bracket close h. Then we are going to get area being equal to 1 over 2. Now 7.3 plus 5.3 we're going to give us 12.3, then h. But remember that we were given the area to be 31.5. So 31.5 being equal to 1 over 2, 12.3. Now what can we do? Now from here, what can we do? We are looking for h, right? So we have to divide this one. Whatever we get, we bring it here. So we are going to get 31.5 being equal to 6.15 h. So divide here by 6.15 and divide it by 6.15. So 6.15 and 6.55 will cancel out, and we get h being equal to, now 31.5 divided by 6.15 will clearly give us 5.12 centimeters. That is the height of the trapezium. I hope it is clear. Now our 4C for 2010 BECE was that the marks scored by 4 students in a mathematical test is as follows. AC had 92, Seth has 85, Mary 65, and Effie had X. It says write down the expression for the mean average. That's one question. The other question is that if the mean is less than 80, write the linear inequality for the information. Another question. And the third question says find the possible mark if it's scored in the test. Represent your answer on the number line. Now for I, let's get straight into it. Now for I, we know that the first person had 92, the second person had 85, the third person has 65, and the last person, if he had what? X. Now we are told to write down an expression for the mean. Now what does the mean mean? We have to add all this and divide it by the number of students. So I is simply 92 plus 85 plus 65 plus X all over 4. So this is what we use to get the mean. I hope it's clear. When we are finding mean and we have all the numbers, this is what we used to get the mean. Okay. Now for the I say that we should write an expression. You should write an expression if all this is less than 80. So that one too will be 92 plus 85 plus 65 plus x, all on 4 less than 80, right? Less than 80. So if we solve for x over here, this is the inequality question they are talking about. Inequality is either less than or greater than. So this is the inequality, that's the II. So the II, we are finding the possible mark for Ife. So I. So we are finding a possible mark for Ife. So we are going to get 92 plus 85 plus 65 plus x being less than, now this 80 times 4, we're going to be 320, because this 4 here will multiply by here and also multiply by here, then this one will cancel this one out, right? So 80 times 4, 80 will give us 320. So now what do? We are finding x, so we will send all the numbers to this side. So we are going to get x is less than 320 minus 92 minus 85 minus 65. Then we are going to get x being less than, so we are going to get x being less than 320 minus 242. So our final answer will be x being less than 78. So this is the mark for Ife. Ife, that's the last person. Ife, that's the mark. So they are saying that we should illustrate it on a Venn diagram. We should illustrate it on a Venn diagram. On a number line. So we'll draw our number. My line is crooked. A minute. We take the eraser to clean. So we will mark our 0, then we will mark maybe somewhere here will be 78, and here too will be minus 78, right? So from there, they said x is less than, and the arrow of the less than, it is pointing here. It is pointing here, so it will go to this side, okay? So we can't do it only like, we have to do it like this. X is such that x is less than 78, and also x is greater than 0. So from here, we will have our x being circled here, moving to this side of the 0, like this. But this 0 will be shaded. This 0 will be shaded because the x here is less than or greater than or equal to 0. So this is the number line that we can get as far as this question is concerned. It's so simple like that. So that is for question question 4C. Now we are going to question 5. Now let's get to question 5. Now question 5, the first question, we have linear equation involving fraction. So we have 4x minus 3 on 2 being equal to 8x minus 10 on 8 plus 2 whole number 3 over 4. Then the B is a graph question. It's a graph question. So let's take the A and the B. I'll read a question, I will explain, and I'll show you how the graph will look like. Then we answer the questions on the graph. This one will be very, very simple. So let's take the question. So for question 5, A, we have 4x minus 3 all on 2 is equal to 8x minus 10 all on 8 plus 2 whole number 3 over 4. I think that's the question. Yes, that's the question. Okay, so from there, what do we have to do? Now, since we have a mixed fraction here, we have to change it to what? Improper fraction. So we'll go ahead to say that 4x minus 3 all on 2 being equal to 8x minus 10 all on 8 plus 2 times 4 gives us 8. 8 plus 3 gives us 11. So it's going to give us 11 on 4. Now, because there is an there is 2, there is 4, there is 8 here, we have to get a linear equation, right? So we multiply all the terms. We have 3 terms. We have to multiply all the terms by 8 so we can cancel out. So we are going to get 8 bracket 4x minus 3 on 2 brackets close being equal to another 8 bracket 8x minus 10 all on 8 another bracket close plus 8 again bracket 11 on what? 4. So 2 goes here. Let me use another color. So 2 goes here 1, it goes here 4, 8 goes here 1, it goes here 1, 4 goes here 1, it goes here 2. Now from there, what is left? So 4 times 4 gives us 16x, then 4 times 3 will give us minus 12, being equal to, this side is only 1, so we will have 8x minus 10, then plus 22. So from there, what do we have to do? We have to group them. We have to bring the x's at one side and the numbers to go to the other side. So we are going to get 16x. If this one crosses the 8x square, we're going to get minus 8x being equal to, we have minus 10 here already. We have plus 22 here already. Then this one is also coming to join with plus 12. So we are going to get 8x being equal to minus 10 plus 22 will give us, minus 10 plus 22 will give us 12. 12 plus 12 will give us 24. So we divide here by 8 and divide here 2 by 8. We are going to get x being equal to 3. So 3 is the answer for 5A BECE 2010. 5A. 3 is the answer. Let's get to the B, that is the graph side. So now this is the question for the B. It says, using a scale of 2 cm to 2 units on both axes, draw 2 perpendicular lines OX and OY on the graph sheet. For the x-axis from -5 to 5 and y-axis from -6 to 6. And we are told to plot the point A 2, 3 and B -3, 4 and join them along with a straight line. Then again, after that, we plot on the same graph sheet the point 4, 2 and also -2, -3. That's C and D. And also join that one too with a straight line to meet line AB. Okay. Then I said we should measure the angle between AB and what? CD. Then we also we have to find the coordinate of the point in which the two lines what meet. Okay, so let's see how the graph will look like. We don't have the graph here, but I'll show you how it will look like, then I'll explain for you nicely. All right, so this is how the graph will look like. Now we are told to number the x. This is the x-axis from -5 to 5. That's what we can see over here, from -5 to 5. So that's what we can see from here. You see, this is -5 and this is also +5. And the y-axis to -6 is here and 6 is also here, right? Now we are told to plot 0.23. That's the first point. Yes, that's what we have over here. And also we have told to plot another point. That's also what we have over here. Then we go ahead to plot another point C and D. So the C is over here and also the D is over here. But we were told to join them. We were told to join them. So we joined these two lines and these two lines. Now they met here. They met here, right? They met here. Now they are telling them to find this angle. Now this angle we can only find it using a protractor, right? So if you put the protractor here like this, you know the angle. But my concentration is where they met. You can see that this is 4. This line is 4, right? It's between 4 and 5. The point here is between 4 and 5. So that is 4.5, right? for the x is 4.5. And if we look at the y2, we have between 2 and 3, the point is here, right? So it is what? 2.5. So if they ask you for the point that AB met CD, the point is what? 4.5 and what? 2.5. That is where they met over here, where I'm indicating with the red ink. That's where they met. Point 4.5, that is here, this line, and point what? 2.5 here. That's where they met. So that is all for question 5. Okay, that is how the diagram will look like as far as 2010 question 5 is concerned. Now let's move to the last question and take the session A as soon as possible. Thank you. So this is the last question on the essay side. That is question 6. It says that the table below shows the frequency distribution of the number of letters in the surname of some students in a school. So number of letters, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And number of students, we have 7, 3, 2, 8, 5, 3, and 1. They say we should find from the distribution, determine the mode. The mode, we know that the mode simply most means most appearing number. Most appearing number, right? Then the mean, we know the formula to find the mean. So we will draw the table. Then it goes ahead to say, if a student is selected at random, find the probability that he or she his or her name will contain more than 7 letters, right? And you say we should draw a bar chart for the distribution. So let's take it one after the other. Let's start from the A. Now what we have to do first? What we have to do first is to draw our we have to draw our table. But even before the table, we can answer the first one, the mode, the most appearing. Okay, the most appearing. You see, it says that the diagram says that student who has 4 letters as their surname, they are 7. Students who have 5 letters as their surname, they are 3. Students who have 6 letters as their surname, they are what? 2. Students who have 7 as their surname, they are 8. Who has 8 letters, they are 5. Those who have 9 letters, they are 3. And those who have 10 letters, they are only 1. So which of these letters were plenty? It is 8. A student has what? 7 letters as their surname. So the mode, the most appearing number is just 7. Okay? Those who have 7 letters. Okay? So mode is 7 letters. Thus, it has 8. That is, it has 8 students. That is why someone will say that, but we have here 9 letters. But they are only 3. We have 8, but they are only 5. So among the students, which one has the highest? Is 8. Okay, 8 students. So that is how many letters are in their surname? 7. That makes 7 the what? The most appearing surname. Okay. So now let's draw our table for the frequency. Please mind my table. My table is maybe crooked or something. So we will have a table like this. Now, so here will be number of letters, here will be number of students, and here will be fx. So this one means x, and this one means what? F. So here we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll add one more. And 10. Then here we have 7. We have 3, we have 2, we have 8, we have 5, we have 3, and we have 1. So now fx will be this, the number of letters by number of students. So here we have 28, 4, 7, 28, 3, 5, 15, 6, 2, 12, 7, 6, 4, 56. 8, 5, 40. Then we have 3, 9, 27, and 10, 1, 10. So we'll find the total. This one will give us sum of f, and this one will give us sum of f and x. So if we add everything, we will get 29 students, okay? And if we add everything here, we get 188, okay? So to find the mean, it is sum of fx over sum of what? F. So we are going to get 118 on 29, and that's going to give us 6.483. That is our mean. That is our mean. That is our mean. Okay, that is our mean. Now, we were told that if a student is selected at random, we should find. Let's go back to the question. They said if a student is selected at random, we should find the probability that her name will contain more than 7 letters. Now, we will come back to the table again. Now, those here letters, this more than 7. So 7 is not part. So from 8, 9, and 10, these names are more than what? These letters are more than 7. So letter 8, how many are they? They are 5. Okay. Plus letter 9, they are 3. Plus letter 10, they are 1. Okay. So we will add all this and divide it by the number of students. That is 29. That's the probability. That will be 9 over 29. That's the probability that when we are picking as random, we want to pick a student whose surname letters are more than 7. Because if I pick here, it's exactly 7, which is wrong. If I pick from here, the letters is 6, which is wrong. The letter is 5. The letters here are 4. But here is 7. Here is 9. Here is 10. So how many people are in the 8? They are 5. So that's why we have it over here. How many people are in the 9? They are 3. That's why we have it here. How many people are in the 10? They are 1. So we add all this and divide by the total number of students in the class. And that one will give us the probability that we pick a student whose surname is more than 7. Now let's look at how the graph will look like. The graph for this work will look like. So let's get straight to the graph. Alright, so this is how the graph will look like. So we can see from here that we listed all the number of students. We have 7 students from 0 up to 7, as we see over here. So this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 and 0. And also that this is the surname. Right, this is also the surname. So 4 people were having 7 letters in their surname. 5 people were having 3. 6 people were having 2 letters, and also 7 people have 8 of them, like that. They follow like that. So this is how the graph will look like. Let me go up a little bit. Yes, you say the frequency distribution, the number of letters in the surname of some students in the school. You see, so the longer one was 8. Okay, so that is how the graph will look like as far as the question 6 is concerned. Okay,